reiterate. Flash memory, working short-term memory, long-term memory. To get things into the flash memory, of course, you have to focus on things. You have to pay attention. And by focusing and paying attention and concentrating on that information, it actually moves that information from the flash memory into the short-term memory. The short-term memory, number 2, is actually, the information there can last up to a half an hour or an hour. The way you move that information from the short-term memory into the long-term memory is in fact repetition. So it's like when you meet somebody and you repeat their name over and over again so you can remember it. That's moving that name from short-term memory into long-term memory. The more you repeat it, the better it gets moved into long-term storage. In general, they say 3 to 7 times will move things from your short-term memory into your long-term memory. And it turns out long-term memory itself, to reinforce it into long-term memory, repetition is important too. Strangely enough, dreaming has been linked to movement of memories during the day into long-term memory. During REM sleep, you're actually in essence reliving what happened during the day, and that moves it into long-term memory. So sleep turns out to be really important in long-term memory. Now that you've heard my method of study, what do you think the chances of me ever pulling an all-nighter would be? Absolutely 0. With sleep being an important part of memory, I always got a good night's sleep before the exam. So your job as a student is focus, continual focus, and repetition. That's the way you move things from your flash memory into your short-term memory, and move short-term memory items into the long-term memory. Reinforcing long-term memory also comes from repetition. So repetition is the key. I know, boring. But realize what I did is by reading the original textbook and then going to the library and getting a different textbook, it kept me from being bored with the subject. And in this electronic age, with information at your fingertips, you should be able to find that information in all kinds of different versions and different formats. The different formats are actually important. Repetition and putting the information in different formats have been used for centuries by advertisers and marketeers to get their product into your brain, into your long-term memory. People of my generation actually all remember a commercial. So I will sing that commercial for you. If it says Libby's, Libby's, Libby's on the label, you will like it on your table. Everyone my age knows that commercial. You know the company. It's Libby's. Repetition is key. It sticks in long-term memory, and singing it actually helps too. So repetition is key. I'll repeat that. Repetition is key. I still study that way. If I want to find out some research point or some information that way, I will actually go and get different research articles from different authors and then read the material completely. Again, repetition is absolutely important for getting things into your long-term memory. So repetition is important and key in getting material into your long-term memory. So my teaching method is in fact that. I repeat things as often as I can. And if a student says, didn't we cover this? I'll say, yeah, probably we did, because I'm actually being redundant. So how do I study? Focus and redundancy factor. What was that? Focus and redundancy factor. Do it 3 times. Focus and the redundancy factor. And then you will learn it.